What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Baddies Midwest, episode 8. So, if you haven't seen episode 8 of Baddies Midwest on Zeus Network, then turn this video off and go watch the episode and then come back and watch this video. And please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's an easy, free, anonymous way to support my channel. It takes less than 5 seconds of your time to do. So the best way to support this young black female is by liking and subscribing to the channel. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words, forget my words, say so like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Of course, I'll be looking at my notes that I take when I'm watching the show. Yeah, comment below what you would grade this week's episode, what you thought of this week's episode, if I forget anything, if I'm off on anything, I leave something out. Let me know in the comments what you would grade it. Did I say that? Anything I say, my opinion, it's my opinion, does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Can't remember if I said that or not already, but yeah. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. This episode was kind of like a filler episode, I feel like, in my book. It was like what we kind of are used to, them sitting around talking about the events prior to that we already saw as viewers. So it was kind of like a filler episode for me. Like, not a lot happened, in my opinion. It was kind of just dry, boring. I'm going to give it a C+. I'm going to give it a solid C+. Maybe I'll change my grade at the end of this. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to give it a C+. So, Last Chance, Baddies Midwest, episode 8. If you have not seen it, turn this video off so you don't get any spoilers. Let's get into it. So, the episode begins with Natalie, Akbar, B, and Jaden sitting down for brunch. And, you know, Akbar starts explaining her whole situation with Biggie. But it's just like, I feel like she came in with that storyline on Biggie because she know that that's how the fans feel. She know that everybody feel the same way. So she feel like she gonna have a nice little fan base to support her because she's saying what everybody else feels. By all means, express how you feel, but it's just like, okay, at what point is you gonna start, like, just give it up? And I'm not even siding, like, with Biggie. Like, I don't like Biggie neither. So, but it's just like, at this point, it's kind of like beating a dead horse. It's kind of annoying. So, then we get this scene where Rolly and Tinkerbella are sitting around talking about Biggie not defending herself, not fighting Akbar. And then Biggie ends up coming in with Diamond and Baddies to join them. And, you know, they basically telling Biggie she needs to stand up for herself. And Rolly's telling her basically, like, if you're going through this big loss, then maybe you shouldn't be here. Maybe you should take some time off. Rolly's been a little sensible this season. Still don't like her. So Tinkerbella tells Biggie that Jaden got her chain because she fought Biggie. And I was just like, that was Jaden's first fight. If anything, Summer should have got a chain. She done fought more people more times than fucking Jaden. If Jaden was going to get a chain for just fighting one person, then anybody could have got a damn chain because everybody fought on the first 2 episodes. Give Yoshi a chain. I was just like, why would you tell her that? And then Biggie in her confessional feeling like it's true, talking about, you're welcome, Jaden. Like, no, I honestly think Jaden only got her chain that night because she's celebrity guest and it was her birthday and they had her on stage and they wanted a moment. I just feel like that was the case. Like, I feel like other than that, she wouldn't have gotten the chain until the season was over. They talk a little bit about Pretty P, and, you know, Tinkerbella and Diamond's situation with Pretty P. And Rolly says in her confessional, this is times where I do agree with Rolly, but at the same time, I still don't like her. But I agree when she says, you know, the jumping shit's getting corny. Like, y'all just need to square with her one-on-one. One person hit her, the other person hit her. It's corny. It's more corny because Tinkerbella doesn't even have no beef with Pretty P. I mean, yeah, Pretty P's reasoning for wanting to fight Diamond Body in the first place is corny, but it's like that's her reasoning and that's the way she felt and that's what she wanted to do. Tinkerbella ain't had nothing to do with you, but now she wanted now she wants to like now it's like she get into it with you over and over, but the person that she actually want keep coming and trying to jump in. So now she want her ones with Diamond Body, which is understandable. So then Rolly gets this text message from Natalie telling her to bring Lex, Jasmine, Renee, Tinkerbella, and Diamond the Baddie with her to brunch to meet her and Akbar and Jaden at brunch. She tells her to bring them. And in the text message, it tells her not to bring Biggie. And Biggie, of course, is sitting right there. And she's acting like she don't care. She's like, it ain't going to be brunch anyway. They're going to be fighting. I mean, which is always true, but it's just like, she claiming she acting like she don't care. So, in that moment. But then later on, we get to the brunch. When they finally get to all the girls all together, Natalie starts reading this text message from Biggie. So, but we're going to get to that. So, we get the scene with Pretty P, Jasmine, Renee, and Ivory sitting outside talking. They basically talking about how Jaden got a chain before some other girls. And, Ivory says she feels like Biggie should have fought Akbar just as well as like she fought Jaden, which is true. I mean, everybody feels that way. If you're going to throw your bag, you got to follow up with that punch. That's what people felt like. But people also felt like, Akbar, you got hit with the bag. Why didn't you swing, So it's like two people. I mean, people in the houses, people on the cast are feeling different ways about what happened with the situation with Biggie. Then Rolly comes and like grabs Jasmine. And Pretty P and Ivory looking like, damn, we don't get invited to brunch. I wonder why she specifically wanted Lex and Jasmine and Renee out of all the newbies. Only reason I could think of that she wanted Lex was because they in Lex's city. And then I'm like, Natalie later telling, well, I'm going to wait till we get to that. So, then we get to scene. Bad Dolly, Lex, and Summer, and Emma are all in the kitchen. Did anybody notice that the fridge said do not answer? Like, how are they eating? Like, I just thought that was random. But it does say talent only, so maybe that's a sign for, like, production and stuff. Like, maybe only the baddies can eat out of the fridge. But I just thought that was weird. People always joking about how they don't never get to eat. So I'm just like, first of all, some of them don't even get invited to brunch. And then you got this damn fridge saying do not enter. But anyway, they in the kitchen. I don't even remember why Emma and Summer start going at it. They just start arguing. And it's just like an argument. And then Rolly comes and grabs Lex in the midst of that argument. So Summer and Emma, they continue to go back and forth. And then Ivory comes in. Of course, Ivory. I noticed this with Ivory, like, lately. Well, I mean, in this episode, what I've seen is Ivory just going to continue to get drunk and high because she don't want to crash out like she doing Now That's TV. She can't do the dumb crash out shit that she do when she on Now That's TV. Where she just want to fight or get something started just because she bored or because the show is boring or it ain't nothing to do, stuff like that. Because if this was Now That's TV, she would have been picked a fight with somebody or stirred something up just because it was boring. But she realized this is Zeus. So she just like, I guess she just going around getting high, getting drunk. Still kind of instigating because she comes in there and she's like, y'all sitting here arguing, well, get up and smack the shit out or do something. Get up and do something. So, Emma gets up to come at Summer. And the whole time that this is happening, Emma and Summer are arguing and Ivory comes in there, Dolly is saying, I'm not letting y'all touch Summer. And I was just like, why not? Like, Summer is a grown woman who talks a lot of shit. She can fight her own battles. Like, I can see if she was getting jumped, then by all means, defend your friend. But it's just like, what you mean you're not letting nobody touch her? Let her catch her phase. Win, lose, or draw. Like, your hand fucked up at that. So it's just like, what's up with that? So Emma gets up to come at Summer, and Dolly gets up to intervene, but she grabs Emma's neck and, like, pushes her back. which causes Emma to react. So they start fighting. And it's just funny how Bad Dolly's always smiling. I don't know if that's just a thing that she does. But it's just like she's always smiling. So it just makes it seem like everything is scripted. Or everything is fake. This is just a scene that we put together. This is a produced scene. So this is what we doing. It's just like she always laughing. I don't know. But maybe that's just her thing. But, she pushes Emma back by the neck, which causes Emma to react. And instead of Summer and Emma getting to fighting, Emma and Dolly start fighting. So Summer, she tries to jump in. And Ivory pulls Summer ass back by her wig and is like, no, we're not doing that jumping, mama. Pulls her ass smooth back. Whoop. Summer doesn't even swing on Ivory. She just steps back. And she's like, nah, cause Dolly hand fucked up. I'm just like, where's the energy for Ivory? I still like Summer, but I'm gonna call out shit when I see it. I'm just like, where's the energy for Ivory that you having right now with Emma? By all means, though, I don't like Emma because she was one of the tag-alongs on the bus on that first episode that wanted to pick with Summer because everybody else was doing it. So, of course, I don't like Emma. This was even before the Scotty shit, but it's just like, yeah. But I was just like, Summer, Ivory pulled your ass, but let it have been somebody else trying to pull you and break you up. Somebody that you feel like you can go toe-to-toe with. But she knows she got whooped by Ivory already, so she ain't want to, like, really do nothing. But I thought that was corny of Dolly to get in the middle when it was just like, let Summer catch her own fade. It wasn't that deep. So, yeah, so now we just got a whole back and forth. Emma's like, I'm not about to fight again because my finger's fucked up. Dolly's like, my hand fucked up, but I'm ready to go again. It don't matter. Emma does try to run up on Summer at one point, but, security breaks that before it even starts. And, Summer and Dolly, they're in their confessionals, feeling like the only reason Emma even got up to try to come at Summer in that moment was because Ivory came in there and put a battery in her back because they saying, like, she didn't have that energy before Ivory walked in the kitchen. And I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Ivory did come in and kind of size it. I mean, yeah. So, on the ride to meet up with Natalie and Akbar and Jaden, Rolly, Lex, Diamond, and Jasmine and Tinkerbella, they all in the Sprinter, and Rolly's talking about her whole beef with Slim, because Slim talked about her kids. But I'm seeing online people saying that the only reason Slim started talking about the kids was because Rolly spoke on one of her dead relatives or something like that. So I'm just like, if you're going to say what somebody else did, you got to say what you did too. Especially if you the one did it first. But I don't be paying attention too much to that internet stuff. Sometimes I see internet stuff, sometimes I don't. So they finally get there with Natalie, and then Taseki, Anna, Jayla, and Scotty come in as well. So they there too. This is when Natalie reads aloud the text that Biggie sent her saying how it's fucked up that she wasn't invited to brunch. So I'm just like, okay, so in that moment when she was sitting with Tinkerbella, Diamond, and Rolly, she was acting like it wasn't a big deal that she wasn't invited to brunch. But then she sends Natalie this text message, and I'm just like, why would you do that? Knowing how messy Natalie is, she reads the shit aloud at the brunch. I was just like, it's just messy Natalie for you. So she reads that out loud, and this is when Akbar decides that she wants to call out Diamond the Baddies, saying that when they was on the bus and Rolly said that Akbar was the best rapper in the cast, she says, Diamond the Baddie was in the back putting the battery in Biggie's back to basically try to downplay Akbar or whatever the case may be. So Diamond's like, I didn't put a battery in her back. She already had a battery in her back. I just charged it up. I was like, these moments are the moments why we like Diamond. Like, she's just funny. She's just funny without even trying. So, and Akbar's like, and see, that's why I don't like bitches like you. And she going on and on. So then Diamond, the body, states why she doesn't like Akbar. She says, when I said that you did your thing on stage, you kind of got cocky and was like, because I'm a professional. So then Anna chimes in and she's like, well, what Diamond is trying to say is you think you better than the cast. Akbar doesn't even deny it, if I'm not mistaken. She's just like, because I am a professional, because I am. So Diamond, the Baddies, and Akbar start having this back and forth. I don't even remember everything that was said. So then Diamond gets up and swings on Akbar. So security gets in the middle before that fight even before it even goes any further. So that wasn't really a fight when Diamond got up and tried to swing on Akbar across the table. So then they get up. Akbar spits at Diamond. So now Diamond done took her wig off. And she ready to square up. So they square up. In that first round, I ain't even gonna lie, Akbar got Diamond. But I think it was because Diamond wasn't expecting that they was about to fight right then and there, because she heard them telling somebody to take their rings off. I don't know if it was her or Akbar. So she thought that this is my assumption. I'm thinking Diamond thought that whoever they was telling to take their rings off was about to take their rings off, and then they was gonna fight. But Akbar was like, fuck that, and just started swinging. So they started swinging. Akbar took that first round, not gonna lie. Then they square up a second round, which I feel like now Diamond was ready. That second round, I feel like, was a tie. I will say I feel like that was a tie. They both was getting each other. So we go back to the house where Emma is feeling pretty PN on what happened between her, Dolly, and Summer. And this is when Biggie and Ivory come in. Emma's trying to say that they jumped her, and Ivory's like, she didn't get jumped. I didn't let that happen. So then Biggie and Ivory come in. They feeling a way about not getting invited to brunch. And I was like, Biggie, you're a previous cast member. I wouldn't even be saying that type of stuff to new cast members. Because they looking at you like, why wasn't you invited? Like, that's weak sauce or something like that. Because even Summer said something about it later when her and Dolly talking. So this is where I'll be like, okay, Taseki, it's like every time Diamond's fighting, Taseki got a perspective more than most, or more than any other time. So she in the sprinter talking about how Diamond got beat up by Akbar, and it's just like, and I like how, even though I don't even like them, I like how Jayla, Scotty, and Anna was like, I wouldn't say she got beat up per se. They was like, it felt like it was a tie or whatever. And then Taseki, now she backtracking, talking about, I would say that second round was a tie. But then still throwing little subtle shots like she was trying to grab Akbar hair. Akbar ain't had no hair. It was funny as hell. It's just like, do you fuck with Diamond or not? By all means, even if you fuck with somebody, you can admit when they lost the fight. But it's just like every time Diamond gets to fight and Taseki got something bad to say. And it's just like Diamond ain't just out here losing fights. Like, she be even tied up with people, but it don't be no loss. And I be looking at Taseki like, I don't know, you just be wanting to say stuff. I don't know. And it's like, do she want Diamond to say something because she knows she beat Diamond already? Whatever the case. So in the other sprinter, Diamond's going off about Akbar, saying how I don't know her from music. I know her from reality television. And I'm like, low-key, no lies were told. Because I didn't find out till recently that Akbar did music when she started trolling online and shit. And then she got her chance to do a song with Nicki Minaj. I didn't know she was a rapper. Like, I remember her being on Love and Hip Hop, I think. And she was more heavy set. Or maybe she was in the music, but I just didn't pay attention. But that's where I found out. That's where I knew her from, Love and Hip Hop. So it's like, I did find out about Akbar through reality TV. I've never heard a song about Akbar, so I wouldn't know that she was a musician unless I was really into her or something, or really keeping up with her. So then we get this scene where Summer and Bad Dolly is sitting in the hot tub talking about Emma, and then they talk a little bit about Dolly's beef with Taseki. And Dolly's like she's trying to heal her hand before dealing with Taseki. And then they talk about not being invited to brunch, and this is when Summer brings up Biggie not being invited either. She's like, that bitch need to go home. She weak sauce, blase blase. So it's just like that's why if I was Biggie, I wouldn't even be sharing that much, because it's just like, look how they looking at you now, like you wasn't even invited. Whoa. So now all the girls are back at the house. Natalie calls a house meeting. Excuse me. So this is when Summer calls out Emma and says she's boring, and Scotty's over in the corner like, yes. I thought that was funny. Because it is funny, though. She getting called out for the same thing that she called somebody else out for. So, of course, Biggie brings up, why was I excluded from the brunch? And I'm just like, Biggie, why you keep seeming so thirsty? If I was Biggie, I would just act, I wouldn't even care. Even if I did care, I would act like I don't give a fuck. So, she's like, why was I excluded from the brunch? And Natalie says it's because initially it was just her, Jaden, and Akbar. And those are two of the people that Biggie has an issue with. But then I was like, but you invited Lex to come. And Lex has an issue with Jayla. So I was just like, But I guess that's not as big of a deal as Biggie's beef with Akbar and Jaden. So then Biggie starts explaining to Jaden why she came at her. Jaden responds and explains why she threw the flowers. And Natalie brings up how Jaden threw the flowers and how Biggie threw her purse at Akbar. Akbar's like, I thought that purse throw was gonna come with a punch afterwards, but I guess not. She basically tells Biggie like, you won't don't ever think you're gonna get spared like that again. Like basically, I'm not gonna let you slide like I did last time. Cause she claims she ain't swing on Biggie because she saw the fear in her eyes. So just like, okay. So she tells Biggie that. And then Natalie announces a special guest is about to come in, and it's Slim. Slim walks in. Rolly immediately goes for Slim. And it's just like, I give it up to Slim, because Slim gonna fight him big or small, tall or little, whatever the case may be. But just like, okay, just like y'all always screaming Anna too little and shit. But I just feel like it'd be a pick and choose situation, because when Mariah Lynn fighting somebody, she ain't too little. But when Anna fighting somebody, she little. She the littlest one on the cast. Or they always talking about size. It's just like the size shit blows me. It's so annoying. Because if you signed that contract to come on that show, then you signed that contract to fight a big bitch, a little bitch, a red bitch, a blue bitch, a pink bitch, and like anything, any bitch. So it's just like, I hate hearing the size shit. So it's just like, I really can't say nothing about Slim and Rolly fighting, but it's just like, come on now. Who y'all thought was going to win that fight? Unless Slim came in there, a fucking certified boxer. Who y'all really thought was going to win that fight? Slim is so much smaller than Rolly. But of course, kudos to her getting out there. But that's how the episode ends. I would still say it's about a C+. It wasn't a lot going on. Mostly it's a lot of them sitting around talking about what we saw in the last episode. We even had the whole group at the brunch talking about the last episode. It was just weird. Even though I saw the preview for this episode, I didn't see Diamond and Akbar getting into it coming. That was a surprise to me. It wasn't a surprise before last week, but last week it wasn't. It was a surprise until I saw the preview for this episode, and I was like, "Oh, they about to get into it." But yeah, we see in the next episode that Slim and Rolly are gonna fight, and poor Slim is gonna get beat. But by either way, she steps out there with Rolly. She could have easily copped it or did anything else. So kudos to Slim. We see Pretty P is gonna want her fade with Diamond, as she should. What shouldn't she? I don't even like Pretty P, and I barely like Diamond sometimes, but I feel like Pretty P is in her right. I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't remember. So we'll just see. Those are my little my thoughts and what have yous for this week's episode and what's to come and my grades. Comment below what you would grade this week's episode and what you thought of it. And if I forgot something or left something out, let me know in the comments. And yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. Help me get to over 300 subscribers, which isn't even breaking the mold, but you know, I'm building, trying to build my algorithm, my timeline, all that good stuff. So liking and subscribing would be a big help. If you sat here for 26 minutes and watched this review, then you can take 5 seconds off your time and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It's easy, it's free, it's anonymous, I won't know it's you. So all those pros to why you should like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe, comment below. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.